Why? That is the question. Why in the HE double toothpicks do these signs hate me so much? I thought I figured this one out, but clearly I'm an amateur and I don't have it figured out. So back to the drawing board it is. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 23 of Rockfield. I am Amateur Andy and here we are playing City Skylines the amateur way. And today, since we're already in the area, we need to prepare for some light redevelopment of the farm. We have some issues with not enough buyers for products in a couple of our greenhouses and a few of our farmers' fields over here. And last episode, we bulldozed a few farmers' fields in this area as well. Now, in hindsight, this isn't the end of the world because I feel like with the city expanding, eventually there's going to be a bridge somewhere in this area connecting the two sides of the city that is currently divided by the highway. So we'll need to take that into consideration during redevelopment. So we just need to rearrange a few things around here, upgrade a couple of roads since there's some severe traffic congestion over in this area here, and our one warehouse in the area is currently zoned industry farming products and is 71% full. So we will need to add a second warehouse for some of our crops to make sure that we keep production running. Then I want to head over here to our old office district because I've had a thought. And the thought is that I may have inadvertently laid off hundreds of workers. When I bulldozed these abandoned office buildings last economics episode, I failed to take into account how many employed workers were going to become unemployed. There were still employed workers in these buildings, just not enough to fill all the vacancies there were between the buildings combined. So now all these workers are either out of a job, working in a lower educated capacity, or working for cash and not paying taxes. What I should have done is removed only a few buildings to spread the workforce throughout the remainder of the buildings. And I'd be willing to bet that if we check this building right here, all of the jobs will be taken. But I'm wrong. There's one job available right now. So I'm going to add back in 3 office buildings over here and remove this office building here. Now, our unemployment rate is low, 94.64%. So we're a little over 5% unemployment, which is really good, but we need to make sure that we keep on top of that, but also keep white collar workers in white collar jobs where they're qualified and make the most efficient sense. Next thing we're going to do is we are finally going to fill this empty plot of land right here. And I am going to try to build a cemetery here, complete with funeral home and church. Okay, so I think we're going to start over here in our office district because it's probably going to be the quickest and easiest fix. So let's unpause the game and let's see what we have for offices. Offices, here we go. And this building here. I really like this office building here. So I want to put this one back in. So let's get rid of some of these props. And I'm going to put 3 of these buildings right here. Good. So these should start filling up with workers hopefully pretty quick. Yeah, wow. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at it the wrong way. Okay, so yeah, they should start filling up pretty quickly. So we'll leave this one here for now. We'll wait till these ones fill up and then we'll see if we can get rid of this one. And this hotel here is complaining of not enough goods to sell. I'm not really sure what you're trying to sell. I really hope you realize that you're a hotel. So more industrial area to produce goods. We don't really have we do have a somewhat of a zoned industrial area, but it's farming, so that might abandon. All right, so let's work on upgrading our roads first. So let's get rid of our sim guys. Whoopsie daisy. Not that guy, this guy here, and his car. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade this road. Okay, so I'm going to let's turn all the traffic lights off first. Okay, and then I'm going to move this clinic here next to the fire station so we can make a little bit of room in this plot of land for warehouse zoning. Good. Okay, so we have one warehouse, a factory, and a little bit of zoned industrial. So we can do without a few of these. So we're just going to unzone those. And I don't know why the game's paused again. So let's get a warehouse. And we could probably find that here. Warehouses. I'm going to think about this for a second. Turn this overlay off. Why does the overlays keep coming on? Balanced and crops. We can't do crops? Really? Shit. That is unfortunate. So we can't put the crops anywhere? It won't let us store crops? Okay. So we're just going to not use that. And this might make some people angry if we move this warehouse, but we don't really have much of a choice. Let's try and make this a little one-way so that trucks can just go in and out one way. But we really don't want people making a left from there, do we? I don't know if we have much of a choice. Not ideal. We might need to rethink that. That is a tiny, tiny road. That's not going to work at all. Let's see what else we have. 2-lane unmarked. I kind of want a 1-lane. 2-lane tiny. Okay, this one could work. Still is a tiny little road for those trucks, isn't it? Gee whiz. So all these trucks are going in here. How can we alleviate this traffic here? Do they go in one way and out the other way? They just pull in and that's it, eh? It's not connected here. Is that a one-way maybe? Did I put it the wrong way around? Probably. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now they can get in there. So I think I like that a little bit better. That might change a little bit later. I don't know if that's going to be big enough for the amount of trucks that are trying to get in and out of there. But let's see how that works out for us. I still don't like how I can't have anything for... Like I have all these crops and I have nowhere to put them. Not enough special goods. Oh, now you're short flour. They need crops to make flour. Okay. Okay, well maybe let's build another flour mill then. Let's try that. What do we have for factories? You know what? It'll probably be under farming. Flour mill, yes. So this will take a few minutes for it to receive crops, but that's okay because we have apparently an abundance of them. So actually what I might do is put these factories next to each other because I think it will look a little bit better. And let's make sure that we dezone that real quick. And is this going to fit in here? So that looks okay. I'm okay with that. Let's see how this works out. Let's see if this helps in any way, shape, or form. And let's see what's going on with this guy over here. Not enough raw material. So it says it's not complaining of road access. Let's just get rid of this and get another field in there since it's burning down anyways. Industry, farm, small fields. Why can't I put that there? Oh, right. We gotta move it by hand. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with this one, excuse me, but let's try to add a road and just see what happens. See if that maybe has anything to do with it or not. Maybe vehicles just can't get there. Yeah, I know you're not happy about it, but I'm sorry. So hopefully this will help alleviate some of these problems over here on the farm. So we got this all sorted out. We got that fixed. So over here, we got these all fixed. This area here is still fertile, if I believe. Yeah, so there's still a little bit of fertile area here. So what I think we'll do is we'll demo this area here and we'll just relocate most of this stuff over here. Then we can get a few more fields in over here. Now I know we're having too much crops, or currently we have too much crops, but if we increase production in a certain few areas, this one should be getting crops soon. Like this one has crops. This one should be receiving crops soon, but it's probably just because the trucks just haven't made it there yet, which is fine. So let's go ahead and clear that up and let's bulldoze everything in here. All right, and then let's make sure that our districts, yeah, they all overlap. Okay, so we'll take our, what's this one here? Farm main building? Yeah. And then what's this one? Gonna be the maintenance building probably? Cattle shed, okay. Maintenance building, okay. And this one, workers barracks. Okay, so these, I think these ones are just generic industry. Yeah, so we'll just refund them for now. I don't know what those are supposed to be, but that's okay. Okay, so cattle shed, will probably clean up that area and get some of these, make this a cow farm of some kind. So that fence there is kind of a pain, and I don't really know why that's there. I wonder if I can remove that. I cannot. That is unfortunate. Ooh, can I? No props found. Did I put that fence there? Okay, so it's just part of the asset. All right, well, it is what it is. We'll have to figure out another way around it. There's a parking space there, so I feel like putting a route around the back there is probably necessary. Okay, so we got that done. Now, is there anything else over here that I need to be aware of? Just some people. What's this? A light. Get rid of that for now. These can stay here because they're just generic industry. Actually, we're going to get rid of that because we're going to plant some fields. So we'll take our chicken coop. And where's the best place? So if we have one cattle shed there, we can probably turn this into a chicken coop / cattle shed area. Actually, I wonder if we put a couple of these next to each other in the back here. That would probably be better. So let's get another one of these guys. So that's good. And we'll take our farmhouse. And I think we're just going to put it right here. Actually, no. You know what? We're going to put it back here. No, we're not, because there's a fence there. So we're going to put it right here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. The cattle shed. Let's get rid of... let's D-zone. Now I'm going to put this here because I'm going to add another one here maybe. So this is a cattle shed. So what else do we have that we could add in here later that we need to make some room for? Okay, so this one's a cattle shed, I believe. Cattle shed. Okay, so we can use a milking parlor, flour mill, cattle shed, milking parlor. And what else do we have? A slaughterhouse still. Okay, so, oh wow, that slaughterhouse is big. Yeah, so if I put that there, we'll still have enough for one more cattle field. And that one, what size is this one? Small animal pasture. So if I put a large animal pasture, we can consume some more of those crops, can't we? But it won't fit. So small animal pasture it is. No problemo. Actually, would there be a small? Yeah, there might be a small. We'll put a pathway in between there. That's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. Okay. We will decorate this up. What is the problem? Yeah, none of goods. Okay, so you just need time to get there. Is this one? Yeah, see, this one's satisfied, so it just needs time. And look at these cows wandering everywhere. Okay, that's just cute. So anyways, back at her. So let's get rid of these and put in some... Oh, right. Got to de-zone it. Oh, is this cow? Oh, what happened to our poor cow? Oh, that is unfortunate. Poor guy. There we go. He's fixed himself. He'll make it over there eventually. So, okay. So let's get in some more crop fields. So let's see what we have for crop fields. And are these ones, do our medium ones fit? Our medium ones do fit. Wow, okay. Small fields it is. What are our options? Oh, a greenhouse. I don't want a greenhouse. What are our options for this one? Do we have cotton? Yeah. Do we have potatoes? Those are potatoes. Wheat. We have wheat and greenhouse. Those are our only options, eh? All right. Corn it is. I don't know why. Just because. Okay, and we'll find something to fill in along the back here. Not a problem at all. Okay, so let's let this run out for a little bit. Let's get rid of some of these roads over here. I know you don't have a road, but you don't need one, so we're just going to get rid of you. You know, I don't think you're producing that much anyways. We'll just leave like that for now. And this road seems to have cured this problem here, which makes me happy. So that's good. That is very good. So the last thing on our list for today is to try and build this cemetery. So I believe I have a funeral home and a church. I don't know how I feel about this church. Okay, I don't think it looks that bad. So, okay, so we'll put the funeral home, put the entrance. Where's the entrance to the funeral home? Probably somewhere around there. And actually what I'll do is we'll bob this. Good. Okay, so we're going to leave it like that. And then we'll back it up. And let's see if I'm talented enough to make a little... actually, yeah, I think I'm talented enough. Let's try it. And then can we build a roundabout now? No, we can't. Gee whiz. Okay, can we just build a roundabout? Hover mouse over intersection. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. How bad does this look? Does it look that bad? I mean, I don't know if the corners are great. Is it just me, or does it look a little squished? It's not really a perfect circle, is it? And I don't know why. Let's just try a few things here. Why does it actually do that? Let's keep trying. We'll figure it out eventually, I hope. So it doesn't look too bad. I actually don't mind it. I don't think it looks too bad at all. So we'll put the church on the little side street here. What's on this side? Nothing? Okay. Go back here, an air conditioner or something? Okay. No problem. So... yeah, we're probably going to need a pretty big parking lot, actually. So let's just give this a better think. And let's actually move the church down a little bit. And then we'll put a big old parking lot right here. So we're going to use the big guy. Okay, not really sure why this thing's giving me so much trouble with road access. I can't get it any closer. So let's just bulldoze it and start it again. And okay, so it needs 2 access roads for whatever reason. That's strange. All right. And we'll just adjust the spawn points here because I saw that, yeah, I saw the hearse coming out the front and I don't like that. Do we have any bay doors or anything on this building here? Okay, so we got some garage doors on the side here for the hearse. So front door will be fire truck. So we'll add a point. Is there a door at the back? Yes, there is. And on this one here, we use hearse and garbage truck. So we'll take hearse out of here and garbage truck out of there. Good. And then, whoops. We need somewhere for the garbage truck to go to, and I don't like it going there. So probably build a little shared road over here for the garbage trucks. So let's add another spawn point. And that will be garbage truck. We'll take garbage truck out of that one, and we'll take hearse out of that one. Good. And we'll need to remember to build a road there for the garbage truck. So now, do I want this road to be a little bit flatter? Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Okay. Very, very good. And then we'll just get a little walking path. Actually, we don't really need the walking path right now. So, okay, so let's get a fence. And what kind of fence do we want to use? Park fence. Perfect. Okay, good. Now I think that's going to be a nice little graveyard in there. And over here, we're probably going to put a little park area. So actually, you know what? I don't think I like this church in this city. I don't really think it matches the vibe of the city. And I do believe I have some options. Yeah. I grabbed this guy here because it is very much so the type of church that you would see in this area. Like, it's beautiful, and it's the kind of church that would definitely face the water. So I think I'm going to put it here, and then we'll remove this and these parking lots. I don't feel like this funeral home would kind of be behind here like this. I really like my loop-de-loo here, but I don't think that it's going to work out like this. Let's try a couple of different things since we're going back to the drawing board anyways, and let's see what we can make happen here. So maybe on an angle, like over here maybe. But I really want to have an in road and an out road. Like an in road from this side street would be perfect. Then have it come out here would be perfect, because we could put a set of lights here and time it for funeral vehicles, for processions. So maybe here would be better. Let's get rid of some of these fences for now. And we'll put them back in after. So let's put this right here. And then let's get a road in. This is a 2-lane one-way, so this would be perfect for here. And that looks really good. Much better. It looks like a lot easier to flow. We put this here. We have a nice open area in the front, and we'll put a little driveway by the side and add a little garage for our hearses to park. It should be this one. Yes. And it's already white colored like the funeral home, which is perfect. So put it there. And then we'll use our access roads. Actually, you can just use the same one. This is the only two-way here. Okay. And that looks good. Now, it's a bit of a height difference in that curb, and I'd be willing to bet if I try to adjust that height, it's going to bounce up on me, since that's what it likes to do. That would be ideal right there. That would be perfect if it could just stay there, and it won't. So I'll see what kind of a ramp or something I can put there to try and cover that up. But that, to me, that looks really good. And actually, maybe we should have moved it over a little bit more. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, and then we'll just cover this up with some concrete. Perfect. Much better. And we will definitely decorate this up and make it look outstanding. And again, I don't know how the game keeps getting paused. I don't know what button I'm pushing to make that happen, but not cool. Okay. Fence. Yeah, so there'll be a gate or something there as we build a path. It goes from here and here, so we can actually put in our little path now. What kind of path do we want to use? Probably just a good old-fashioned regular concrete path. Okay, I think that's okay. And then here is going to be our path into the actual cemetery. Now, I don't really have a path that's narrow cemetery-like, so we're just going to have to make the best of it. So first, get in a little parking lot over here for the church. That looks absolutely terrible. So we're definitely going to be using that parking lot because I don't like the way it looks at all. So and we'll do a little path going from the parking lot to the other paths, because people will definitely be walking from their cars into this area here. That looks really good. Now we just need a parking lot right here. So this is going to be a bit of a tighter area, so this could be a little bit more tricky, but let's see what we can do. move this back a little bit to line up these spaces here. Looks terrible. That looks absolutely terrible. Ooh, boy. How can we fix this? Like that. That's the only way we're going to be able to do it. So how bad is this now? Not great. We're struggling with this one a lot today, are we? I think that's about as good as I'm going to be able to make it look. It's not great, but it will do. And then we're going to get a set of traffic lights right here as well. Perfect. And look, it even comes with little do not enter signs. I like it. I like it. And actually the speed limit on here, definitely not going to be 40. And we're in kilometers. Definitely 20 kilometers an hour here. Here, yeah. Very good. Very good. Okay, so this actually looks okay. This looks a lot better. So we'll come back and decorate it up. No problem. In the meantime, let's get to putting some gravestones down. So I think the best thing to do is we'll just kind of lay them out. And then I guess we'll just kind of come and copy them as we need them and grab whichever ones we want. A few of these guys in. Now we have a bunch of these. And I think we have like a 5-pack or something maybe. One of these. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's just a singular. Same as that one. Okay. And then we get into some more fancy headstones that I think would be closer to the front because they're a little bit on the newer side, I would say. So okay, so this seems to be most of them on display here that we're going to get started with. So let's go ahead and start plopping some gravestones. I think we'll probably end up doing a path right down the middle or something. There's got to be a pathway of some kind in here. It can't just be no paths. So we'll do a gravel path, I think, because it doesn't have lights. So a mausoleum. Now, how would the mausoleum go? I feel like it would be like kind of front and center on display. So maybe if we did a little path here. And then here would have some of these mausoleums. So let's throw a couple of these guys in here. Okay, so this is where I've made it so far. I'm not going to make you watch all that because it's pretty painful to watch, but I don't actually think this looks that bad. I think considering I really don't know what a graveyard looks like, I think this looks really good. We got a few of these, like in-ground kind of tombstones, if you will. And I guess these double plots are for couples, maybe, whatever the case may be, or two people buried together, maybe. And then we got some few mausoleums, a couple plaques, an urn plaque wall, another old, I guess it's just an expensive tombstone, excuse me. And then, a couple more mausoleums over here, some plaques, some burial plaques, some generic cemeteries. And I feel like this is the kind of cemetery that over here is kind of, the way it was way back 1600s. And then as time goes by, we start to get into a little bit more cost-effective tombstones as prices rise, a little bit more generic. And then the brand new ones, the newer ones are these fancy kind of marble or what's the other rock? Granite, something like that. Quartz kind of tombstones, and they're really good looking tombstones. So these are kind of the new area, and we'll keep filling this in over here and eventually over here, but we will definitely come back and decorate this and make it look absolutely outstanding. I like it a lot. I think it looks really good, and I'm quite happy with it. And on that note, I'm pretty sure that's actually going to do it for today. So thank you so much for hanging out with me all day and all the way through to the end as well. I really appreciate it. I really hope you're happy with the results of the city just as much as I am. And again, if you have any suggestions, critiques, feedbacks, anything of the sort, please do not forget to leave your comments for me. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye for now.